Welcome back to Craig's Cabin. This little video here was an interview I did for various organisations: Culture Shift, Groundworks, Greener Futures, and worked with a lovely guy from Tree Tunnel. I think it's very important that you watch it. You might understand a little bit more about me and my journey, and hopefully it inspires somebody else. So let's jump into the video. My name's Craig. I started my whole journey with Craig's Cabin during lockdown to help with depression. Craig's Cabin is just an assortment of videos of different interests I have that I thought might help somebody else in the same situation I was in, and maybe teach somebody a new skill. I was a fully qualified chef and bartender and waiter. Then our first son was born and my partner started suffering with postnatal depression, which developed with a lot of other trauma into bipolar and a whole long list of stuff she's got now. I ended up having to stop what I was doing and become a full-time carer. People think that unpaid carers are scroungers. They're just benefit scroungers. But what we do every day, we've got to make sure all the medication is there. It's the right medication. It's taken at the right time. You've got to do the housework, which is cooking, cleaning, washing, making sure the person washes, and helping them wash if they can't do it for themselves. You've got to make sure all the mobility aids are in the house and they're clean and sterilised every day. You've got to make sure that the appointments are being kept, not just for doctors and hospital, but for if you've got a mental disability, you've got to go to the psychiatrist and you've got to attend that with the person as well. So your life has got to be all on that person. It is 24/7. As if the person has something go wrong in the middle of the night, you've got to be there. And then if you've got kids, you've got to be an entertainer, a chef, a taxi driver, all of that on top, as well as your caring role, and it leaves you with hardly any time to yourself. It's a full-time job. You can't really do much else. I feel low a lot of the time. You get yourself into a dark hole you don't know how to escape from, and it affects not only just your mind, your health as well. The small space of time that you have, you've got to use it to escape, even if it's for an hour here or 10 minutes there. You've got to take that break and make sure it is your break, because otherwise you will go potty, for the polite word of saying it. You'll go absolutely potty, and then you're going to be no use to anybody, and you're going to need caring for yourself. Any time that I had, I wanted to do something for me, but instead of just sitting there on the computer and just rotting away and existing, I wanted to actually do something. These woods we started coming to with dog walks with my parents. It's quite nice just to walk around and listen to the birds and talk to people with their dogs. Look for places local to you that you can get to. Any outdoor space. It doesn't have to be a woodland like this. Stuff around the house, around the garden needed doing because of lockdown. We're stuck here. Might as well make it look nice. So I got a load of pallets and I started building and building and building. And I thought to myself, I want a little place just for me to go chill out. So I built the cabin out of pallets. I got my dad to come and help. A builder friend of mine donated some boards for the roof. I was quite astonished at myself that I could actually do something like that. And I even made a wildlife wall, me and the kids, when we found new birds, bugs, foxes, badgers. When we've seen all of that stuff, we've written it all up on the wall of the cabin. And then I wanted to do more stuff down the woods with the kids, so I started researching bushcraft. I had to teach myself through books that I got and YouTube videos, Facebook groups. There we go. And that's a little miniature campfire. But yeah, this is stuff I teach my kids and their friends if they want to learn. This is the crazed cabin thing, just getting out there and doing something outside. That's a big thing, especially on my merch page. I've got t-shirts that say crazed cabin, get outside. Go outside, get out there, do something, don't be stuck indoors. I taught myself all this woodcraft, wood carving, wine making, foraging for stuff, and I thought I quite enjoy this. And something else I like to do, even if it's just me in the cabin, I like to sit there, do some wood carving. This is a bit of actual wood from a pallet I brought with me, I'd already started work on. You don't have the best of everything, you can use what you've got. It's like the pallets, they're not meant for building cabins, but I built a cabin, I built a shed, I built a fence. It was the kids' idea saying do a YouTube channel, and I thought, well, I just built the cabin for me, so why not call it Craig's Cabin? All of a sudden I was up to 200-300 subscribers. Oh, okay, people like watching it. I thought, well, it's got a name, so it might as well have a logo, so I just knocked up something quick. And to be honest, it wasn't that good, but it did the job. And then it's built up, and now I've got Instagram and Facebook and all these other ones I've never even started. I did my first ever live stream a while ago. I was nervous, same as I'm nervous about doing this, but if you push through it and you face it, at the end of it you don't feel scared anymore. I felt a lot better being out instead of being stuck in, even if it was just in the garden for the first 6 to 8 months, because we were fully locked down. From the first couple of videos up until what I've got at the moment has developed so much. Not just the content, but like certain like logos and the features that I've added, and the fact that I'm not just on YouTube or just on Facebook, it's multi-platform now. I think the best advice I got about branding is it doesn't matter if your brand is particularly good, because that will come with time. It's the fact that you want to get your name out there so people can see it. I've got no technical skill with computers or anything else like that, and I don't have the money to throw lots of thousands of dollars or pounds at everything. Everything else I've learnt myself, and it's all been for free websites, royalty free images where you don't have to pay the copyright, or royalty free music off of the YouTube music library. They've got a whole list of free stuff there, so if you know where to look and you're not afraid to ask people for help, it's not a hard thing to do, and you don't have to be perfect your first time out. That will come with time. I'm learning, and as I'm building up, my stuff is getting better and better, and the branding is getting better and better. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just got to be willing to teach yourself, and just put down the phone for 10 minutes and read a book, or go out for a walk and learn something. Do something you love. Always keep trying to learn and better yourself. Read a book, learn something new. If you're not sure how to do something, ask. If there's nobody to ask, then go to Google and YouTube and find somebody that knows what they're talking about. Ask them. Always try and learn something when you've got this time. You can go for a walk. While you go for a walk, why not learn what sort of trees there are? Or if you go down to the beach, why not learn, I don't know, how many times you can skip a stone, or what stones work best, or about fishing, or you can always learn something from just having time to yourself. Everything you think is bad is always a learning opportunity. It's not always as bad as you think it is. It's like a stinging nettle. When you first get hold of it, it stings you, it's bad. You think of it as really bad. But then if you learn how to deal with it, it's not as bad as you think. Because with a stinging nettle, it's not just stingers. You can take the things off and make teas and soups and stuff like that. The stems you can make rope out of. And the roots are fire kindling. It helps keep the bugs away as well. So not everything bad is bad. If you learn from it, something bad can be lots of different good things. So that was the interview for Culture Shift. Why not check them out? They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, got their own website. Check out the great work that they're doing. Also, don't forget to check out Greener Futures, which is part of the Groundworks UK affiliates. And also check out Tree Tunnel, the awesome filmmaker that came and filmed with me, Adam Clements. He's on LinkedIn as well. Tree Tunnel's all on Instagram and Facebook as well. So check all three of those out. That's Culture Shift, Greener Futures and Tree Tunnel. It's a thumbs up from me. See you guys later.